body bags where horror lies.
Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to Body Bags. My name is Steven from ShockExtreme Productions, as well as ShockExtreme1 here on YouTube, and thank you once again for joining us. Alright, so I got another one to review for you guys, and this one's actually from my buddy Ron from Sub Studios. Anyway, he sent this over to me probably November or so. He had a deal going on where you buy a certain amount of DVDs, you get a certain discount, so I jumped on that, and before I actually bought this, I read a couple reviews on it, and I actually heard really good things about it. Once again, put out in 2010 by Sub Studios and directed by Tim Reaper, and this one's called Lights, Camera, Dead. It's kind of a cross between a found footage and just like a regular movie, but I'm actually really glad I got this because this one's like really fun. It's basically about, the plot is, independent director puts together a crew and some actors to make this low-budget horror film, and it's supposed to be a first time for everybody. You know, it's supposed to be no pressure, everyone's supposed to have a good time, and it's pretty much a learning experience. But the director of this movie is pretty much really overhyped and oversensitive to have everything perfect, and he pretty much gets angry all the time on set and ends up yelling at everyone until the point where everyone just backs out on him and doesn't want to have any part in this. And that's pretty much the whole first part of the movie, where they're trying to make it, but everyone's just not getting along with each other. And he's also getting really furious when he brings it to the editor, saying, you know, this is pretty much a big part in this movie where he says, you know, the footage you have, we can't make it any more of a full-length feature. You know, what you have is just good enough for a short film. And that really ticks him in this movie, because he's always constantly saying, I don't make short films, I make features. And he just gets really crazy, along with, I believe it's his brother who he does the movie with, but they end up going crazy and they end up killing the editor. And, you know, they're saying, you know, like, damn, we killed him. It would have been a good idea if we had that on camera. Idea. And that's pretty much where the rest of the movie goes. They end up, you know, putting the rest of the footage together and bringing the rest of the cast and crew out for, I guess, a screening almost. And, you know, they're trying to make their own movie, but, you know, that's when it becomes found footage, and it just gets really fun from there. This is probably the last part of the movie is probably the best part of the movie, and that's where I'm going to leave it off. My thoughts, I thought it was really fun, especially for me being an independent filmmaker myself. It taught me, you know, I've always been, you know, very tolerant on set, and I've always learned to appreciate the actors, you know, no matter if they're good or if they suck. You know, just because they're there, that makes me very appreciative of them. But this guy just doesn't give a fuck who you are. It's like, do your job, or, you know, fuck you, pretty much. And the gore in this movie was actually pretty fun. There's not too much gore, but there's a few things of it pretty interesting, but not that much of a bloodbath overall. The effects, it is a low-budget movie, so there's not that much effects, but, you know, the atmosphere they're in, you know, especially towards the end of the movie, an old abandoned barn, almost reminded me of Scream 4 a little bit with the Stabathon at that old barn. But overall, it's enjoyable. If you're an independent filmmaker, you know, wanting to see something like this, I'd really recommend this. If I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give this at least a 8 out of 10, solid 8 out of 10, you know. There were some issues with it, but overall, really enjoyable, really worth picking up. And if you want to learn more, you can go check it out on their website at, I believe it's on their website, or you can probably find it on Amazon easy, but either Amazon, or you can get it directly from the website. I believe that's srsstudios.com or subrosastudios.com, one of those two. But, so that was Lights, Camera, Dead. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you like, definitely subscribe to Body Bags. Once again, my name is Steven from ShockExtreme Productions. You could check me out on my YouTube, where you could find a lot more reviews at youtube.com/ShockExtreme1. And until next time, see y'all later.